Seat time.
Seat time.
That got to come out. And there's lots of fuzzies under that one.
I'll say where to start.
Well, I got to start by unbolting, but I got to. There's anything that's under there. Of course, I can get it after. There's not much under there.
So I guess it just unbolts on the bottom and comes out as one piece.
Yeah, but the other one, see, got way more bolts, so I got to drill holes.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's should be a little bit. Well, we won't be showing much of that because it's pretty well straightforward.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of doing it, you know. Then I got to run a new power wire for the heated seats,
Okay.
or for the heated seat, and yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. So we'll come back and look at it later.
So you got your package. Oh wow! Is there anything missing? The whole end of it's got.
I don't know.
We'll have to inspect it. I guess that's all there, unless there should be brackets or something.
Oh yeah, but there's more coming. You got piles of stuff there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't know if there was anything else in the box besides them two springs.
Is there packs of on these check?
Literally.
Wow. Fast forward several hours later.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. The next time that I talk seats,
OMG.
take me down the back and shoot me.
Oh my.
Because I'm telling you, I didn't think they were going in.
That is beautiful.
There was humps in that floor.
Oh yeah.
I don't even want to go there where I modified it. I modified and crucified it.
Yeah, that's what you did.
Hey?
Yep.
But it do look good.
It sure looks good.
The problem is the hump in this truck is wider than the hump in the newer trucks.
Yep.
And back here, there's a hump behind here,
Oh yes.
right there,
Yes.
that's not in other trucks.
No.
So it really restricts. Now, in the meantime, the seat is as back as far as it can go because of that hump. But it's saying I got plenty of room. But then you also need room for it to recline too a bit.
Yeah, true.
So you want to come over and get the angle on the other side.
Hey, yeah, good.
Yeah, as the little kid said one time we were into the mall, OMG.
That's right. Yeah, he wasn't very old.
He wasn't very old. Now somebody suggested that might be a problem, having the GPS there.
Really?
It's incredible how fast that picks up the satellites. It's turned on and within 20 seconds it's got it ready to navigate. So I'm not going to worry about that. And another thing, somebody suggested I should take the brake controller and put it in the ashtray, and that way it would be hidden. Now that is really smart.
Yeah.
Problem was with it, and I was going to do it, but the problem was with it was the fact that it's by the heater duct, and I would have to cut the heater system out of it.
Oh.
So either that or stretch the front of the vehicle probably 5 more inches. Didn't want to get into that because then you're into alignments and, you know.
Yeah.
So, and up here we had to take the seat belts out, so I'm going to look for plugs to fit up here and on the other side. And so that's basically it.
That's your console.
Yeah, and that's boys. Like I'm going to tell you something. Like, this is not for the faint-hearted. So if anybody goes to go at this, there's 2 things that you're going to have to do. You're going to have to get yourself in for a 30-day assessment, a psychiatric assessment.
Yeah, that's the first thing.
That's the first thing. Now, if by some stroke of luck you get a clean bill of health, then you're going to go at it, and by the time you get it done, then you will need to go in for 30 days.
So maybe it's just well to wait.
Because I really didn't think this was going in.
No.
Okay?
Wicked, isn't
And
it?
then, of course, when we decided we could get the seats to work through some modifications, then the console was a problem.
Yep.
And the console, there's 2 holes there in the seat, and there's 2 holes there in the seat, and these 2 holes here got to match the holes in the seat. And the same thing, and so if one is out, it's all out.
Easier said than done.
Yeah. So it worked out okay.
It was worth the effort.
So, you know, like I'm happy with it and it's done. It was painful,
Yeah.
but it's done. And I'm going to clean this up. This here is just temporary for now. I just didn't have, I got so much on the go, my God, I can't keep up with it. And plus they're calling, wanting us to go to work, and I just had this on my mind, and I'm just the type, I get focused and I get winkers on like on a horse, and I don't want any interruptions. I got to get into it, dig in it, and do it. So it is what it is. Anybody's wondering what this is, you pull on this and the oxygen masks and everything drop down. This is in for when we put the lift kit in. Oh, and by the way, let's go show them the lift kit. So this is the lift kit. We had to take it out and show the UPS dude, and it's all there. So these are the new lift keys for the front suspension. These and that are for dropping the front differential. New control arms, upper control arms. They have press-in Moog ball joints, which are a fantastic company. We have new leaf springs. We have leaf springs here that we're going to add to the existing ones, which will also give us a little bit more height, approximately 1.5 to 2 inches, just right there with those. But it will also give the truck a little more oomph in the arse end. So, you know, if she got a lot of junk in her trunk, it's going to be able to hold it up a bit more. Plus, it'll give us, you know.
It's very helpful.
Yeah, and then I've always had problems with how companies do things, and like here's one of the things that I had trouble with. Like if you look at this particular shock, for instance, I've seen Rough Country and other people installing these, and they leave them just like that, but I don't understand what's to stop debris getting in on the shaft here and cutting the seals out of it. So I asked them if they sold boots. Oh yes, we sell boots.
Plus.
Oh, what, not much, $3 or $4 each.
It's just well to put them on.
So, you know, you put them on, and they look good.
Yeah.
So,
Because the thing is, you're going to order thinking you got them, and you actually don't.
now these here are the optional shocks. These are, for $100 more, you get the heavy duty shocks.
Yeah.
And I can guarantee you they're heavy duty, because the ones on her now are heavy duty, and I don't know if they're as big as this. So it is what it is.
Yep.
So here's that. They were the front, and this will be one for the arse end. And there you go. There you go, like that. Yeah, they go like that. So in other words, the rubbers will be, the shocks will be on the bottom here, but you still should have something to keep the water in. So that's it. Anyway, it's a long weekend for us.
Sounds good.
I thought tomorrow we would stop and put a stereo in Luke's truck, but apparently,
You still got a harness problem.
the company said no, they were supposed to have the harness today, but it won't be till next week, which is not very good. So we're going to do that next week. So folks, that's it. I might do a video, if it turns out nice, of putting a dash cam on a Goldwing, on our Goldwing. We have it here in the shop somewhere.
I saw it earlier. I don't know where it is now.
Yeah, it's
It's on your welding table?
oh yes, it's here on the welding table. So there it is, and it can't be no tizzer. So we plan on putting that in our
Holly.
in Holly, the Goldwing. Now, why is it called Holly? Because when we got it when it was built, we were doing some accessory installations on it, and we pulled off the seat, and written right up under the seat was Holly.
Yes.
So somebody had signed it. So it's Holly the Honda.
Yep.
So that's why. And yep. So that's it, folks. We're going to call this one another vid. I'm sorry it wasn't more detailed, but
Really, what else could you do?
you know, like it was crazy. And we're trying to break. We're typical. What do you call it? Reality show. We had a deadline because we have to be somewhere
Yeah.
by 4:30. It's 2:30 now. We got an hour to travel just to get there. So Yeah, we had a deadline.
Yeah, that's right, so typical
Yeah.
reality.
So we couldn't really do much recording, and really
20 hours is real.
the hours was real. But really, what could we have shown? Because I mean, we're basically
I know.
just sizing it up, taking the seed out, putting it back in. Before you're drilling, you're trying to make sure everything's going to fit.
Yeah.
I bet you I took both seats and console out at least 10 times,
Yep.
just trying to make sure.
Yeah, in and out.
Yeah. So it's so that. What's the point of recording that?
Well, that's right, it's just redoing.
So it is what it is. Anyway, the seats fit barely. No, but they're comfortable and they're
Yeah.
okay, and I'm happy with it. It's much better than that old bench seat,
Absolutely.
and it smells nice in there
That's
because
right.
of
yeah,
your
this one
your beautiful work that you did this week. Because
Oh.
you really saved the day on those seats.
smells fabulous.
Isn't it
Thank
really
you.
nice, eh? And of course, it smelled nice here in the garage for the first
It
time
did.
in years because of the.
Yeah, really
seats.
fresh.
So it's a long weekend. We got 3 days off. Well, what people refer to as off is much different than.
Well, that's right. Saturday, Sunday we have anyway. So we got a bonus of an extra day.
Yes, that's right. So that's usually an extra day of farting around doing something around here. So who knows? There might be another video. So you guys take care. Have a good weekend. Look after yourselves. And when I say don't take handicap parking spaces, I mean if you're healthy,
Yeah.
don't take handicap
You don't
spaces.
need them.
One guy said, well, I take them all the time, and the police don't say nothing. Well, that's probably because you're friggin' handicapped,
It's probably because he needs
know.
it. Yeah.
right? So,
Yeah, don't try
and
to
they
be,
bait, and they try to bait me, eh?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna bite. If I think somebody's trolling, I'm not gonna bite anymore. So that's it. Have a nice weekend. You guys take care, and God bless. Hey guys, want a tip? You're trying to cover over those holes that the original seat belts were bolted to on the side of the cab. Go get yourself a set of those cheer cups that you put on the bottoms of your chair, so when you're hauling across the floor, you don't scratch the floor. This is what they look like, folks. Hang on there now. And the beauty with it is it matches the color of the seat. And what else does it look like? It looks like tweeter speakers put behind. Thought you'd find it interesting.